Flight Boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Terry's Moon, Flight Boss, the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And yes, I am. So when I come on this earth, y'all know me as a spirit. I don't give a fuck about y'all language or anything of that nature. So even if I do start to learn it, it's just in a form of teaching or things of that nature, because I don't fully get and put my emotions and feelings or impressions on it. So I'm never indoctrinated. So I'm hearing things from a baby sense of perception and a concept, even in a developed mind here. So as Archangel Uriel, right, as a, well, let's just cancel those words out, as just my spirit coming here, right? Now this is how I look at hell. Now this is the actual hell concept as a spirit. What people need to understand, the indoctrinations in the physical forms is just representations of it. Remember, everything in the physical to non-physical is the energy realm. It's like that realm, but it's just a mimic of it. It's something like it. It's an offspring. It's a creation, but it's not the creator. So there's going to be many different shapes and forms that represent a certain frequency, a certain energy signature, but at the same time, it's not actually that. Because if it's something changing and transforming, seasons and things of that nature, then it's tarnishing and transforming, then it's part of the illusion. And it's not part of the realistic realm, which is your spirit, your soul that's never tarnishing. You see what I'm saying? So now this is what we gotta understand. Now, for the most part, so when I hear any form, I don't care what religion, what concept, any form it is, my spirit immediately erases the indoctrination of the physical terms and the energy terms of it, and immediately bring up the spirit, the frequency vibration of it, and what is that energy signature actually doing. So this is hell for unindoctrinated people. For people who are not indoctrinated, this is how they look at hell. And people who are really not indoctrinated don't even give a fuck about this concept and don't even think it's real in general. Like people who really atheists and shit like that, they don't even believe in the spirit. See what I'm saying? So you got to get that understood first. Now, when we look at hell, this is going to be played out for all parties. Now check this out. This is where your religion got hell from. See, I'm Archangel Uriel. I talk about the spirit realm before this realm. So this is where your religion got its concept of hell from. This is hell. Hell is in any realm of reality. Anytime you are in the R-E, that means redoing something. Being in some form of pattern, some form of structure, some form of experience, some form of action, over and over and over again. So it don't matter what level of life, what dimension you are on. If you in some form of pattern and some form of routine that you have to do over and over and over again, almost to the point that you get tired of experiencing that, then that's letting you know that your spirit been taking shapes and forms in that circle for over and over and over again. You see what I'm saying? So, for an example, now, there's a bunch of different things you do in the physical realm that you do over and over and over again. Now, think about the things that you attach yourself to. Now, in the spirit realm, you kind of subconsciously training your brain and your mental brain and your spirit realm. You subconsciously training it to only care about the shapes and forms that's correlated to patterns and shit that's in the physical form. See, this is why it's important to have an imagination, because without an imagination, you're not going to have the ability to create your own shapes and forms or go into your own realm of reality in the effective way. You know what I'm saying? Actually ascend in the effective way. But for the most part, you're going to be kind of lost and confused. But when we talk about hell, the unindoctrinated way, right, it's just a form of, of redoing something over and over and over again. So this is where we get the concept of reincarnation, like, because you supposed to incarnate, and it's each level of life, from cells and everything, you do incarnations, but a lot of times the incarnation that you do, you don't develop enough information as a spirit being in that realm of reality, so you end up having to reincarnate and do those levels of experiences again. And until you realize that you want to shed and lighten up your spirit, lighten up your load, and so you stop experiencing those same shits. And how you gonna realize that you've been experiencing that same shit? It's gonna take a different shape and form based upon the reality you in, but you gonna know it's the same frequency vibration, because it's gonna give you impressions of you being tired of it. It's gonna give you impressions of you not liking to do this. Think about it. Even when you don't like having a job, but you get up and go to work. So this is the frequency vibration that your spirit is in. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, nothing else to drink. But that's what you... Now, it's doing that in every realm. So you could be a person who in a mental hell, right? In a mental hell. You keep thinking about the same thing over and over again. You keep thinking about your partner cheating over and over again, and you driving yourself crazy. You are in a mental hell. So this is what I talk about when I be talking about these teachers out here, things of that nature, teaching indoctrinations in general. You're putting your spirit in a hell, and you're being told a lie. Even the simple fact of you deciphering a lie, that's the lie. Don't you understand that? The great deceiver gave you the ability to lie. So this is what you do. The moment you get a book or anything and start to have your own perception of it, that's the lie. Don't you get it? That's the lie. Because somebody else's imagination is in that concept. The moment you have your own perception of that concept, I don't care if you think you unindoctrinating yourself. I don't care if you think you deciphering it. The moment you pay attention to that and give your own personal opinion or your own perception of it, you adding on to that worldview. So the world get bigger. It doesn't matter how it gets bigger. Whether it got bigger of a bunch of people thinking it's wrong, it got bigger of a bunch of people thinking it's right, it got bigger of a bunch of mixed feelings. That's not the issue of the case. The issue of the case is the energy is big enough to take shape and form and be created. Point blank, period. This is what we do. Do you get it? So that's why I don't like when I see people on the internet talking about we in hell. You're taking somebody else's imagination and you're adding to it. So even me making videos like telling people we are not in hell, I'm still adding on to it. So right now as Archangel Uriel, I got to come down with my flaming sword and just give people the basic concept of it so we can leave it alone. It's just so we don't even have to call it hell. We can just call it your ass being stuck in some type of pattern. And you could be doing that on each level of life. Your ass could be having your mind on a specific thing. You could be a motherfucking jackass. So you get your mind on being a donkey all the motherfucking time, to the point that when your ass transformed from this body, being a donkey in this body didn't elevate your consciousness. Being a jackass, you wasn't learning about the stars or nothing. Anytime somebody came and talked to you about astrology or flight astrology, you was a jackass about it. Anytime somebody come trying to give you their opinion, you was a jackass about it. So off the bat, you're not elevating in the human level of consciousness, then your spirit ain't getting big enough. Your spirit, you might be even making it smaller by thinking like that. So you spiritually scrawny to the point that your ass end up being a fucking donkey again once you die and transform from this body, because you're spiritually weak and you didn't ascend because of your indoctrinations that you in. But the indoctrinations is so deep, y'all motherfuckers don't know how Satan and Lucifer do it. I'm Archangel Uriel. That's my motherfucking fam. I don't care if y'all believe what the fuck I'm saying or not. When I say that's my motherfucking fam, I can talk shit like this because I'm really there. I'm really connected. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no circumstance or situation where I'm lost in the physical thinking I'm connected to some shit, but you just connected with the illusion. I'm not connected with the illusion. So I'm gonna go over a lot of people's heads. It's gonna be like, I understand. Just put it that way. Flight boss, bitch, and you gotta have some motherfucking overstanding. So, you know, it's just a clear understanding on what the fuck is going on, understanding from the spirit realm and the physical realm. And I didn't got so much in the fucking spirit, I just forgot what the fuck this fucking video was about, because now it's about to make me start going off on some other shit, and I don't really want to go into that right now. So, you know, flight bossing this motherfucker, I'ma just chill the fuck out, you know what I'm saying, sit back and relax. Light one up, and No, I can't be dropping buzz like that, but you know, yeah, for sure. Goddamn air.